Well, an annual event that we all look forward to is CHI Memorial's annual Heroes Luncheon, and we are gearing closer and closer to that date for this year. But right now we want to talk about the next steps and how you can help as a community. Here to give us all the details, John Connolly. Good morning, John.
Well, good morning. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we've already been through the nomination process this summer, so we have several local heroes nominated as honorees for the upcoming event, which is November the 13th at the Chattanooga, starting at 11:30. And it's really local citizens that have done something special or unusual. A couple of the honorees last year were two young boys, 11 and 14. Their dad's a landscaper, and he was working for a local resident in Chattanooga, and this gentleman had a heart attack. The boys responded by notifying their dad and getting them in there. The dad performed CPR on the gentleman, and the boys cleared furniture out of the way and waved down the ambulance and got them in there and actually saved the life of their dad's customer.
So they don't, I mean, we're not talking just first responders. This is anyone in the community. And so, like we said, nominations are already in, so now we're looking for sponsorships.
Yes, we'll be contacting local businesses. The sponsorships range for anywhere from $1,000 up to the title sponsor of $20,000. We'll be talking to many of the local businesses about what's called an event sponsorship. So it's a $2,500 sponsorship, and for that you get a table of 10 guests, so you could be your employees or customers, and it's really a great event.
Absolutely, and it's a great way to tie your, your business name to a platform of like we mentioned, heroship and community fellowship and caring for others in the grand scheme of things, right?
That's right.
And this is an appropriate time because our hearts and minds are all in the Carolinas right now as we continue to track Florence as it gets closer to our East Coast. And that brings everything back to mind. I'm sure we're going to see over the news the next couple of days, heroes in each community as they come forward through the Carolinas.
Yeah, the American Red Cross has already dispatched over 700 people to the area that will be affected by Florence. And here locally, we have an ERV, or emergency response vehicle, ready to take off on a two-hour notice. They'll probably be dispatched Friday evening after the danger has passed, so then they could be there to support the victims.
We're not called the volunteer state for nothing, right?
That is correct. And you mentioned heroes, and this year's guest speaker is a real American hero. A guy named James Gagliano will be the speaker. He's a 1987 graduate of the Military Academy at West Point. After his military service, he joined the FBI in several important roles, but one of which was heading up the 45-man SWAT team in New York City. And he and that SWAT team were dispatched on several occasions to Afghanistan to support our efforts over there. So James is a CNN legal
he's
analyst.
an analyst. You may have seen him on CNN, so I'm sure he has some great stories to share at this event. So again, the event is going to be November 13th at the Chattanooga. It is at luncheon, 11:30 to 1. If you want to be a sponsor of this, then now is the time to go ahead and get in touch. Go ahead and reserve your tables for your company. I know John is looking forward to talking to all the businesses in the area.
That's right.
All right.
We'll be contacting you in the next few days.
And if you're not with the business, go ahead and put it on the calendar to attend as a guest.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
An individual guest can attend for $100.
And that's well worth it.
Exactly.
It is well worth it to celebrate our community heroes. All right, John, thanks for joining us this morning. I know we'll talk to you again soon as we get closer time.
All right. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back on Let's Chat.